Welcome to Daily News Headlines. Headline number 1. ARM aims for $52 billion valuation in IPO. ARM, the chip design firm owned by SoftBank, is looking for a valuation of as much as $52 billion in its upcoming U.S. IPO, expected to be the biggest of the year. A new SEC filing Tuesday shows that the British company will list its shares at $47 to $51, raising up to $4.87 billion for expanded research and development efforts, especially in the AI realm. Just over 9% of ARM's shares will be freely traded on the NYSE, with SoftBank owning the rest. ARM was valued at $64 billion as recently as mid-August. Major names in tech like Apple, Nvidia and Alphabet have agreed to invest in the IPO, anonymous sources told Reuters. Headline number 2. U.S. recession risk down. Goldman Sachs has cut its projected risk of a recession in the next year from 20% to 15%, as cooling inflation indicates the Federal Reserve might be done raising interest rates. The job market's continuing resiliency also plays a role, with employers adding 187,000 jobs in August, and unemployment rising nationwide to 3.8%. The economy has taken a step down that road to a soft landing, according to Bloomberg. And even better news for inflation: the highest labor force participation rate among 25 to 54-year-olds in 21 years. Headline number 3. NYC's Airbnb crackdown takes effect. The Big Apple is poised to take a sizable bite out of the short-term rental market. Starting Tuesday, New York City will enforce stringent new regulations of Airbnbs and other short-term rentals. Hosts must register with the city and can no longer rent their entire residence, among other changes. However, just 257 such registrations had been approved and 3,250 applications received as of August 28, Skift reports. Both minuscule numbers considering that the city had more than 40,000 listings on Airbnb alone at the beginning of the year, per Inside Airbnb. Headline number 4. Disney to Spectrum fans, use Hulu. As a carriage dispute between Walt Disney and Charter Communications continues, Disney wrote in a blog post that customers of Charter's Spectrum cable network should consider switching to Hulu's live television plan or even rival streaming TV bundles. ABC, ESPN and other Disney channels were pulled off Charter's cable service last Thursday amid a disagreement over the role of streaming services. Discussions between executives at both media giants continued over the Labor Day weekend, a key time for sports viewership. Charter's Spectrum TV service has nearly 15 million subscribers. Headline number 5. Delivery apps fight food price hikes. Your favorite restaurant dish often costs more when you order via an app like DoorDash or Uber Eats. But how much a markup is too much? Restaurants say they must raise prices to offset delivery apps' costly commissions, but the apps are fighting back, arguing that high prices scare off customers, the Wall Street Journal reports. DoorDash has been testing ways to make restaurants that significantly mark up prices less visible in its app, the Journal writes, while Uber Eats has been tagging some restaurant listings with an alert about higher delivery prices. Headline number 6. After Labor Day comes RTO? Many companies are using the post-Labor Day week to mark the end of summer schedules and implement new policies or toughen up existing ones around in-office or on-site work. But what that looks like varies significantly from country to country, depending on cultural norms, the length of lockdowns, worker-employer dynamics and housing density. The US, Canada and UK have some of the highest levels of remote work in the world, notes the New York Times, while many Asian countries have lower levels. In the US and UK, workers spent an average of 5 to 6 paid days a month this spring working from home, says a study. Pandemic shifts could trim up to $1.3 trillion in real estate value, per a McKinsey Global Institute estimate. Fact of the day. Taylor Swift's Eras concert movie broke AMC's record for first-day ticket sales. Thanks for watching.